Hey everybody, my name's Chris Warren.
My name is Matthew Lopes.
Welcome to the You Should Be Worried podcast.
We're here, boys. We're here. It's big new toothbrush week on the podcast. Everybody was forced to use a new toothbrush this week. The last time I used a new toothbrush was a year ago. I've been using one toothbrush for a whole year. Dude. And look at us now. This morning I brushed my teeth with a brand new brush.
Chris, I'll cut to your face, but I made the same one.
Yeah, you gotta change it like every 3 months, dude.
Dude, people say 6 months, and I'm like, it's less.
No,
it's
I
less.
think it's supposed to be once a month, even.
It's so much less.
Using it 30 times, it just seems like enough.
Yeah,
I've used mine.
That was such a funny way to put that. I've used this thing 31 times.
Yeah, that should be enough.
I like how Matt's agreeing that it shouldn't even be 3 months, it should be 1 month, but he changes it every year. He's like, oh no, I know I'm doing the wrong thing.
I don't change it every year. It's just this past year's been, I've just been forgetting to go out and buy a new one. But now I have a new pack of 6. You know, I bought a pack of 6 at Walmart for $1.69, so you know the quality's great.
What brand do you use?
I don't know. I think it's Oral-B.
That's what I use.
Yeah, it's
shit,
fucking
dude.
fire. Oral-B is the pill that dentists take when they have a baby in them.
I like getting some Oral-B, you know what I'm saying?
That's what dentists get from strippers. They order the Oral-B. All right. So I'm using a new toothbrush this morning, and it was very nice feeling the new bristles. Ooh. I was like, oh, that's what toothbrushes are supposed to feel like. My old toothbrush is how do you even describe
it's
it?
Just plastic rubbing against your fucking teeth.
The bristles are fucking
gone.
It feels like soft hair. It's not even hard anymore. It's just like brushing your teeth with a horse's mane. It's not even
That's old school toothbrush. They used to use
They used to use the horse bristle, I think.
Yeah, they
some
used to
shit.
use animal hair. You know, that was
yeah,
old school.
dude, exactly. That's fucking fire. So that's what it's been feeling like, but now it feels good.
That's good.
Now it feels like it's how it's supposed
Matt,
to
feel.
Do
you get sexual pleasure from brushing your teeth?
No, I get sexual pleasure from Q-tipping.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
But definitely not from.
Well, for me, it's not brushing my teeth. I like to floss real hard.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't floss.
Matt said Q-tipping like a bunch of people in Kansas do it.
Q-tipping is, when you go out into a field.
Listen, you get it in there, you pull out some wax, that's a nice feeling. You stick a thing of floss deep into your gum, and you start profusely bleeding to the point where you're like, oh my God, I should probably do something about this. What do I do? It makes me want to come, quite frankly.
I believe in brushing my teeth only once a day.
Matt.
Do you guys brush more than once a day?
I brush morning and night.
I brush morning and that's it.
The only time I will forget
is for nighttime.
Yeah,
of course.
I'm always.
I'm the same way, which is why years ago I was like, I'm going to stop trying to brush my teeth at night. And it's fine.
Well, now that's a different argument.
No, it's not a different argument. It's not a different.
Nobody said you had to
Because
stop
then in the morning
trying.
I wake. Because in the morning then I wake up and I'm like, damn, I should really brush my teeth. It's been 24 hours since I brushed my teeth, and that way I never miss the morning brush. I never, because I'm like, well, I didn't brush them last night.
If you had to pick one, you should brush at night because
you shouldn't.
We had this argument on the podcast.
Not if you sleep the way I sleep with my mouth open and shit.
That's exactly why.
What? What?
Because your mouth's going to be all caked in that gunk for 8 hours.
While I'm sleeping.
So that's why you want to brush it so it's like a clean environment.
Right.
That's why my breath smells bad?
And if you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, right? Then you're going to eat food and shit, and it's going to get all gunked up throughout the day. But at night, you brush away all that food so it doesn't have time to fester in your mouth.
What?
So you should do both, but if you can only do one, do night.
There's no food festering in my mouth, though.
That's what, try.
My tongue does a pretty good job at getting it all.
When was the last time you flossed, dude?
I barely.
You gotta. Okay, I started flossing regularly.
Unless you're my dentist, then every day, once a day.
Dude, all that you get little grit that comes out, and you're like, ew, that was in there.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna bleed. You're gonna bleed
Grit.
so much when you floss.
Yeah, you
dude.
bleed a lot when you.
No, I have really healthy
You have
gums.
to get the whatchamacallit.
I scrub my gums every morning.
Dude, that's not what it.
That's not how.
That is how floss works. It's gums. It's for the gums.
Floss your teeth in my bathroom. I want to see what happens.
No, I don't want to bleed.
It's gonna come back bleeding from his mouth. Welcome to the pocket woozy.
I'm spitting blood out. Fuck. I'm using a new brush and it feels really nice and I'm happy about it.
Yeah, my favorite thing to do back in the day was get really high on dabs and then floss my teeth way too hard and just like.
Wait, what? That was like you loved doing
Yeah, because
that?
I would get into like this weird state where I'd be like in so much pain because it was like really, I was like doing damage to the gums.
Yeah.
But then like the endorphins would kick in and I'd just like transcend. I'd feel like, I imagine it's like what those people that hang themselves from hooks feel like.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Who hangs themselves from hooks?
You never seen that?
Well, people will be like, oh, I might have. It's where they put like hooks inside of like on their muscles.
Yeah, and they hang.
They hang from their muscles.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, it's gross, dude.
Why do they do that? Is it like therapeutic for them, or is it like?
I think that it's the same thing I was doing with the fall. I think you get like weird, crazy endorphins because your body's in pain.
Holy
so fuck!
Why don't you just take like ice bath or some shit
Why
like
don't you
that?
just do cocaine? Honestly.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, oh no, I hate the idea. That feels like saw trap. That's like a saw trap. Hanging yourself from hooks. It's not great. Liquid Death, Severed Lime, the Sprite version. I'm gonna try it.
Taste test.
It's not even that bad.
It tastes like watered down Sprite.
Dude, I've seen you crush fucking Pepsi with like 75% water, like fucking melted ice in that shit.
It's got 4 grams of sugar, dude. This is
Not enough sugar.
This is as healthy as it was led to believe.
It's way too little sugar.
It's way too much. Man, we got to get you on a no sugar diet.
I don't know if those don't exist.
I've been
Everything
on-
has
I've
sugar.
been
Even
on it.
apple has sugars. Even apples have
Yeah,
sugar.
That's why you just eat meat and vegetables.
Keto, huh?
Yeah, go keto, Matt.
I don't know if I would ever want to do that. Meat is good, but meat's only like, I'm a big chicken guy.
Oh, Matt, you want to get into me and Matt found out we have a unsuspected connection.
I had no idea that
Yeah.
you'd be the kind of person who is a fan of this.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan, non-ironically, of the Jersey Shore.
It's nuts.
I fucking love it.
Me and Chris were driving on Thursday night, and we were in the car, and he was talking about how like during work he was watching an episode of Family Vacation.
Yeah, the sequel to Jersey Shore Family Vacation.
That's nuts. That's so crazy. You don't come off as the kind of person who would ever have watched that show.
You know why I like Jersey Shore?
Why?
Because on the surface, it's very trashy. You know, they're all a bunch of shitheads. They're like borderline retarded.
I agree.
And all alcoholics. It's like crazy, and it's fun for that reason.
Yeah.
But then on a deeper level, the real reason I love the show is that there's like an endearing quality to all of them, especially as a group where they do have like good hearts and they care about each other and they like stand on their weird fucking principles.
Dude, yeah, dude.
And they're about family, dude.
Right.
At the end of the day, the Shore House is a family, dude, and I love that family. It makes
Jersey
me feel,
Shore is to Italians the way Big Bang Theory is to nerds, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's Italians' magnum opus, that show. Even though we didn't do it, we didn't create it, like we attach ourselves to that show.
Yeah,
Like that's our
some
Bible.
Jewish guy definitely was like, hey, let's get all these Guidos and
It's nuts, dude. And my favorite part about it is that like the people on that show when it first started who looked ugly as fuck, like
Aged
actually
gracefully.
aged well. And the people who were hot back then have so much Botox in their face now and like plastic in shoved under their skin that they look like the fucking monsters now.
Yeah, Snooki,
you know?
we were talking about Snooki's glow up.
Snooki looks like really
Snooki
good
was
now.
terrifying.
Like she looks like an older Italian
Yeah.
woman, but she has like no really like wrinkles in her face and shit. And then like Dina also looks good. And like back then they were the
They were
fat
gross.
ugly ones.
They were the meatballs.
and they knew it. Yeah.
They literally called them. My favorite was Meatball Days. They're like, we're having the Meatball Day, and then all they did was like just day drink till one of them got arrested.
Dude, absolutely.
Every time they had a Meatball Day, one of them got arrested.
I was thinking about like what Jersey Shore would be like if it happened with other groups of people instead of Italians.
Oh, no.
And in what places of the U.S. it would take place in.
Lay it on me, dude.
I had two ideas. If it was based on Australians would do methamphetamine and cocaine while they wrestled alligators in Miami Beach,
like
and they
it.
would call it like Gator Shore instead of Jersey Shore.
I like it.
And then the other one was Asian Americans. They get drunk and they do Adderall on a Yale campus. And instead of Jersey Shore, it's called Testing Scores.
I'm going to the study hall, bitch.
Yes, dude. They just party and do homework. That's all they do. I love it.
I'm going to prison, bitch.
Can you imagine a Pauly DS character behind bars in prison?
Buddy. The commissary's here.
Comes it. That's so good, dude.
I love solitary this time of year.
Well, a fight breaks out. Mike's just like, looks like we got a situation. Someone gets stabbed, and he's like, he shows his abs.
You could have the actual Mike from Jersey Shore on it because he went to prison. So you can
Oh,
just
did
have...
he actually?
Yeah.
You know what for?
Tax evasion. He didn't,
Oh, shit.
he didn't pay taxes on any of the money he made on Jersey
Oh
Shore.
my God, dude. Well, honestly, that's so... I'm so mad that all those characters like were making like not the same amount of money. All those people on that show, like Mike the Situation would be paid the highest amount. And then like so would I think Snooki, I think was the other one. And Pauly D.
Those are the three that made all the money. And then JWoww kind of made money, and then everyone else got fucked.
Everybody else got fucked. Like Vinny Guadagnino only made like what 40K or like no 90K. Dina made 40K. Like per episode, which is
Dina
crazy.
made like a tenth of whatever.
Versus $150,000 for a one episode of The Situation.
It's only ridiculous in comparison because of what Jersey Shore was pulling in. But if you think about it in the aspect of like, they got basically like what the fucking cleaning ladies at Fairfield Comedy Club slave over for just fucking
for one
going
episode.
And partying at the fucking
100%.
You know what I mean?
Ben's speaking like a true capitalist. He's like, I don't think the writers should be on strike. He's like, you want health care for typing on a typewriter? Calm down. Get back to work.
Should be on
You should be lucky.
As a fellow writer, I do support not working. But I will say, if my job was to fucking get fucked up and cheat on my friends and then act like I'm really sorry about it, then I would gladly accept $40,000.
My favorite was in the intro Jersey Shore. They would have all the like catchphrases they're saying, and then when it cuts to Ronnie, it's just him giving like a mongoloid cackle. It's just like all of them are like, yeah, buddy, or like it's a situation. Then it comes to Ronnie, be like, ha ha. He was.
Dude, that's so funny.
Dude.
I love it so much. That whole title sequence, dude, my sister loved that. And then when Snooki and JWoww got their spinoff, my sister loved that theme song too.
I didn't get a chance to get into that one.
Dude, it was everything you could have imagined. Like JWoww was like kind of the straight man, and Snooki was just like the fucking
the person with Down
crazy
syndrome.
one, dude. Yeah. Getting drunk, her pussy slips out like all the time. That was always the thing with Snooki. Her vagina would fall out. You'd be like, "Why is my vagina out right now?" That was Snooki's whole thing.
Did you guys ever watch the show Summer House?
No.
That was like such a good. That was like another like Jersey Shore reality TV thing, but it was so good.
Wait,
my boys used to guilty watch that.
Is that
college.
the Florida Bama Shore? I used to watch that.
No, Summer House is a bunch of people who live in. They're all like really wealthy-ish, you know, in New York City.
Yeah.
And like they're not like super rich, but they have the ability to go to the Hamptons.
They're like rich kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
and they go to the Hamptons all the time, and they all vary in like wealth and like who they're banging, and like they bang each other, and like it's always some dude with like some super hot girlfriend, and he's like, think I'm gonna cheat on Becky tonight. And you're like, what the fuck? I need to watch this go down.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being so good looking that you just throw away a dime piece?
You're
like,
I can.
yeah.
That your,
really
problems are that you're not getting fucked enough.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that is my problem.
Like
That
for
is my
it's
problem,
quality
so.
over quantity for sure. You know, like if the quality of the sex I was having was high, I wouldn't have to do it every night. I wouldn't complain about not getting it enough, you know? 100% I wouldn't. Are you not? You don't feel the same way?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a quantity guy over quality guy when it comes to sex?
I would say definitely quality. Because I don't know. This is gay, but I want to have like sex with the person I like actually care about and respect. And,
Right.
Like, we have like a bond going.
Yeah.
So you know that's kind of hard to have in quantity. You know.
I totally agree.
Oh, is that it? Is that them?
Yeah.
Why do all the guys look gay?
So annoying.
Yeah, that's
they
what
are. They basically are.
that's what rich men look
They
like,
look
Matt.
too good. People who look good for TV don't look manly at all.
This guy, all he would do was like, this guy was basically employing him, and they were boys, and he would always just like, it would cut to him, and his quip was more life. And I was like, yes,
That's
more
so
life.
good.
Now,
Like something terrible would go down. Like he would fucking cheat on someone and she would hate him for it. And then he would just be like, dude, more life. Come on, bro. Like, why you being this way?
Can we do our own version of Jersey Shore, but we just we get a house on the Fairfield Reservoir?
Yeah, we just go and live at like Penfield or something.
Yeah. We go to Fairfield Beach, and we live on Campo Beach, and that's where we hang out.
What do we do? What do we do all day?
Yeah, buddy.
We just say the Jersey Shore.
I'm stealing your guest spot tonight. You fucked, kid.
The cabs are here, but
a reality show about like comedians trying to produce a show, and the shows are very like not attended at all.
It's very meta.
Yeah.
It's just instead of taking cabs to like clubs, we take cabs to like bad open mics.
Yeah.
And it's all the drama that unfolds at the open mic.
The
Cabsy!
cabs we take to the open mics are like nicer than where the open mics are at. It's like we always get in like the cash cab.
Yeah. I was just gonna say cash cab.
And then we pull up and it's just like Creek in the Cave type
That's
shit.
so
like,
good. It's
Well, I
like
love
empty
how
in there.
Even in the Family Vacation, which is like starts filming in 2018. By then, Uber's big, and they're still just using taxi. Like they're single-handedly
Like they're calling
keeping
up the
cabs.
taxi company. Yeah.
There's the same thing with the duck phone. They didn't need to keep using that for like a long time.
Oh, but the duck phone was fun, dude.
Well, that's why I think
Quack quack. And they're like, oh
it was
shit.
real good. Whenever they would get like passionate over the phone, they'd be screaming, but they're talking into a duck. And so you're like, all right, how serious am I supposed to take this?
I loved Mike the Situation's transformation of like getting sober and going from like a douche to like the most responsible one. in the
Wait,
group.
did he do that?
Yeah.
In the later seasons,
Yeah,
he
like
did that?
season 5 or something, he gets sober and it explains like all of his behavior in the past seasons. Like when you look at it retroactively, he's like,
so he's like now like a responsible like
he
human
was on like
being.
steroids and cocaine and just like out of his mind. And then
Yeah.
he was all like zen. He was like, guys, come on. We gotta be better. We gotta be better than that. And it was great.
I remember when he was invited to do one of the Comedy Central roasts and be a part of the dais.
Oh, that wasn't good.
It wasn't good at all. He got so shit on. But I think that he might have been in that Zen period where he's like, yeah. Every time someone would joke about him and the camera would cut to him, he'd be like,
It's a situation.
he would just sit there and take it.
I liked the grenade Vuvuzuela they had.
Yo, so
But
good.
they just every time like an ugly chick came in the house, they just
Pauly
blow
D
a
would
horn.
go, yeah. The fucking
Can you imagine trying to do that today if an ugly chick comes by just blowing a horn to announce like that show?
Horrible.
You wouldn't be allowed to do that.
horrible. You can't do it now. It worked back then because nobody knew what grenade was, and then Jersey Shore got
No,
popular.
because it was okay to hold people accountable. It was okay to be
For how
like,
they looked?
I'm sorry, you're ugly.
I wanted to bring this up because like in the new trailer they have like a new emotion that pops up, right?
They dropped a
And
new
They dropped a new
emotions?
emotion, and the new emotion is anxiety. So they think anxiety is the sixth emotion
But isn't
that
that just
everybody
what
needs
the fear
to
guy
have.
is?
Dude, exactly. For me, when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is just a mixture
fear
of
guys-
fear and sadness.
The fear guy's always like,
Because and the sadness one's always like worried and shit, and therefore like them together is basically just anxiety. You think they'd cover that, and so I'm thinking because also in the trailer there were like the anxiety shows up and is like, oh, it's a new panel because like we're here now, and the original characters are like we, so like she's not alone. I think they're gonna have other characters in
Well,
the
yeah,
movie
'cause then-
like more than just anxiety.
and then there's gonna be the gender dysphoria.
yeah, there's gonna
character
be that one.
comes, it's like we're a woman now,
Dude, exactly. So what I was thinking was like, because anxiety is just a mixture of fear and sadness, what they're gonna do is they're just gonna do other kinds of emotions that are like mixtures of two of the ones that already exist, right? So like if they had anger like plus disgust, like that would equal like a new guy that shows up. His name is like resentment or whatever the
Or
fuck,
racism.
you know.
He's just
Racism is fear plus
shows-
anger. I had that
up.
down as
It's
fear
like, we
plus
should say
anger.
the N-word, and everyone's like, "Whoa,
100%.
chill, racism."
And then joy plus disgust equals kinky. So they'd be like a new
Ooh,
guy.
kinky.
Right? And then I had sadness plus anger equals suicidal. So there's gonna be a new
He's always
suicide
putting
one
a shotgun
too.
in their mouth, like, no, 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 no.
Yeah. So those are the 4 new characters you
When
have
does-
to look forward to in the new movie Inside Out
When
2.
does-
there isn't Passion.
What?
Is there one called Passion?
No.
What would Passion
Ooh,
be?
that one would be fire. I would assume passion would be joy mixed with
Anger.
for you definitely. That's for you definitely.
We should choke a woman.
Joy mixed
That's-
with anger makes passion. Then I think anger then fucks his own kid, which is passion, and then that's racism.
Wow.
Gang.
Ben shouldn't be allowed to talk sometimes. We give him too much power.
When's,
I won't edit the pod. I will literally release all of this and put N-words in it.
I'm gonna retroactively add N-words. When does Osmosis Jones show up? That's like
He's somewhere
same,
else in the body
yeah,
right
it's the
now.
same universe, right?
It's so good, dude.
Osmosis Jones gonna.
I
show
would
up.
love for that to be like a end credit scene.
Yeah.
Osmosis Jones just pops up, which Osmosis Jones is just the water guy from the new movie Elemental.
No, Osmosis Jones is Chris Rock. Oh, I liked the Chub Chubs.
Which one was that?
This was really, really old. This is like one of the first shorts they did, and it was this guy is like a janitor in some space bar,
Okay.
and everyone's like the Glubs or the Chub Chubs or something are coming. Everyone's like, we gotta get out of here, we gotta get out of here, and they run, and he's protecting these little like chicken things. He's like, come on, guys, the Chub Chubs, we gotta get out of here, and then the twist is they ended up like all these big like strong like space orc guys come, and they're gonna like beat them up, and then the bucket flips over, and it turns out that the chicken things were the Chub Chubs, and they defend him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I've never seen that
Yeah, it's
one.
great.
I loved there was one called Piper where it's like the little bird who like discovers that like if she goes underwater she can see how like the mollusks like kind of come up with the tide, and so like she was afraid of the water at first, but then she like learns to love it. And there's also that one that used to play I think before Toy Story, where it was that big ass fucking bluebird on the power line, and all the
Yeah.
smaller birds were like
Yeah.
fucking angry at him, dude.
Yeah, 'cause
That
you
one
have
was
slide in,
yeah. He was like Kevin from Up, but like the old version of him.
Did you ever do you remember the one where the goat would get shaved? It was like a sheep that would get shaved, and then it like learned how to jump or something, and that was like it made no sense. That might have been a
Oh, I
DreamWorks
think
short.
so. I think it might have been a DreamWorks
Actually, the
one.
one I was describing also might have been a DreamWorks short.
Okay, that
I
makes
think that
sense.
makes more
That makes sense.
I think that was before the barnyard. I think
Gotcha.
Remember back at the barnyard, dude?
yeah. Not a fan.
Not a fan?
I
No.
hated that because aren't those the same guys who do Wallace and Gromit?
No.
That's not the same animation style.
No.
Oh.
Special guest appearance from Jared.
Oh.
Jared.
Looking nice in the pink and the green, dude. Cosmo and Wanda ain't slick. They on Jared's body, dude. Jared's a little Timmy, dude. Jared, how many wishes do you get? Endless?
Jared, can you wish for us to get some bitches?
Yeah,
Please, Jared,
you can't make
please.
wishes for other people.
Da rules.
Da rules.
Dude, that was great.
There was. What else?
You have so many notes.
Yeah, I do. I had a lot to talk
You
about.
be coming in prepared.
We also, because the writer strike is finally over, applause break, writer strike's over. Yeah, we can get back to work and pick up pens again. And we can like start writing letters to our uncles in prison. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't send my uncle anything in prison this past year that the writer strike was happening because everybody was on strike and you couldn't write letters. And so now that it's over, Marvel is thinking about sending out or announcing what the cast is going to be for the new Fantastic Four movie.
You want to cast them?
I have my
Okay.
guesses.
Okay.
Honestly, I think they should bring Kevin Spacey back as Doctor Doom.
Love it.
100% they should.
That'd be dope.
I think that the Human Torch should be just a cardboard cutout of Chris Evans that's lit on fire. I think that'd be a good one. That'd be
Chris
a good.
Evans dead?
What?
Chris Evans dead?
No, but like he's old now. He
Gotcha,
wouldn't
yeah.
fit the Johnny. Johnny Storm's like has to be like mid
He's like
20s.
a young
I think.
hot guy, right?
Yeah. I feel like the Invisible Woman would be Mia Khalifa because like no one's gonna actually see her for who she truly is,
Wow, that's
no
deep.
matter how hard she tries. You know, she's basically her realness is invisible, her real side. Who did I want for Reed Richards? Reed Richards would be Stephen Hawking, because smartest man alive. Also, I don't think Stephen Hawking has that many bones. you know. So I think if you did want to like pull him apart, you would be pretty stretchy, you know.
You know, I'm glad Stephen Hawking's a cripple.
Why?
Because he's always talking shit about God, dude. He got what he deserved.
What a good take.
He's always like, if you're not an atheist, you believe in God, you're fucking retarded. Like, literally a year later, can't even use his own voice. It's like, oh, yeah, who's retarded now, bud?
That's what you get for going against
You
God.
little fucking jello person.
I hate that God did that to him.
I love it. I hope God keeps him alive a lot longer so he has to sit with his consequences.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He's not coming to save him.
Holy fuck. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of You Should Be Worried. My name is Matt Lopes, and I love you so much. We'll see you guys next week. You can follow me on social media at MattyFucko. And then look for upcoming dates and stuff that I have coming up. If you want to come and see me live do stand-up. Also follow In The Making ITM on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of the stuff. Really good sketches if you're into that. And then you could all, Chris, you want to do your own? Go right ahead.
Yeah, you can follow me at Chris Warren Comedy on Instagram and TikTok. I do some history content over there, and also got some dates up there. Going to be headlining some stuff in the Northeast. So if you want to come see me do some comedy, we got some good dates coming up. So check it out.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you soon, and have a good day.